cosmogonies. Now, according to Diop, he tells us that the waters of noon is uncreated matter. Now, I just showed you that matter has a dualistic nature. So if noon has a dualistic nature, then everything that came out of noon, which is matter, has a dualistic nature. And you can see that Atum Ra, Shu, Tefnu, Geb, Nut. Look at this, Wasiya, Aset, Seth, and Nephthys. All right. So if you look at some of the ancient pictures, you always see the male-female principle. You see the female, this is Nut, and Nut is being held up by a male, Shu, and then under Shu you see Geb, and the counterpart or complement of Shu is Tefnu. So there's always been a male-female presence. Look at this. You have the granite monument of Asa, Aset, and Haru. Asa, Aset, and Haru. So you see man, woman, and child. All right. Heru and Haru. You always see complements in Africa. This is another Memphite. This is another system of thought. The Memphite system, where you have Ptah-Nun. Ptah-Nun created Atum, who created Heliopolitan Ani. But it says that Ptah is associated with creative thought and utterance. So that's dualism, thought and utterance. It says that he created with his heart and his tongue. So that's his mind and his word. So we see dualism in the creation stories. And the Hermopolitan Agdoed, when they talk about the creation of the world, it says that Noon had a counterpart, Nunet. Then you had infinite space and finite space. Het. You have darkness and light. You have Kuk or Kuket. Amen, hidden. Amunet. So we see opposites, we see complements. So you always see duality, the running theme of duality in Africa. In the human creation stories in Africa, they did not believe that man was here first or woman was here first. In the African human creation stories, and you can get this is actually a PDF that's available online, the Encyclopedia of African Religion. They said that the Bobo people, who are Manding people who live in Burkina Faso, West Africa, says that the Bobo are spiritually in orientation. For the Bobo, God manifests in two aspects in balance. Now compare this to Christianity. Compare this to Islam. Compare this to the black woman is God. None of that was predicated on balance. We're looking at creation stories from our ancestors that said that God manifests in two aspects in balance. So if you're following doctrines like this, you can see how the male and females were loyal to each other. This strengthens the bond between male and females. Ashe? So it says that God manifests in two aspects in balance. They believe in the God, the creator, whom they call Wuru. According to the Bobo Wuru, the creator cannot be physically represented because it does not have a form, and for the same reason cannot be described in words. Wuru is the wise entity responsible for ordering all things in the world into what? Pairs or binaries that must always remain what? In balance. Human beings have the tendency to upset this balance. However, the balance can be restored through a series of offerings to pacify Wuru. Creation myths of the world, the Manding people. They say that in the beginning, the Creator placed various kinds of seed in the world egg. Among these were the seeds for two pairs of twins, each set